everyone, welcome to Ion Plainsboro. I am your host, Lenny Soloro, the Director of Recreation and Community Services here in Plainsboro Township. Today I have with me members of the Human Relations Council, and we're here to talk about what the Human Relations Council is and some interesting events that they have coming up. Ladies, before we get started, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience and tell us a little bit about yourself, but also how you got involved in HRC.
I am Jalpa Upadhyay. I've been living here in Plainsboro since I moved here to the US for the past 11 years. I've never lived in any other part. So I love Plainsboro so much. And I live here with my family of 3. I have a son who's a 16-year-old. He's a junior this year. And my husband who works in the city and travels every day. I have been always trying to be a part of the community. I started with being a board member of the PTA in the schools. And then I started working part-time. I couldn't do that much as I really wished to. So I looked for other avenues. And what I really, the other thing that came up was definitely HRC. So then I joined HRC. And this is my way of giving back to the community.
Hi everyone, my name is Avanti Kanitkar. Growing up, we've always seen advocacy and community service and giving back to the community. And I think that's kind of instilled in us the whole idea of giving back. When we moved here, it's actually an interesting story because we were very happy. You know, when you buy a house, you can never choose a neighbor, right? But we were so happy to have neighbors who actually welcomed us immediately into the community. They kind of showed us the ropes. That's how I actually got involved in PTA through the fellow moms. And from then on, I wanted to, kept wanting to do more, contribute more. And so the journey continued for many years, whether it was Girl Scouts or whether it was High School North volleyball team, girls volleyball team. And then when I saw the opportunity on the Plainsboro website to join the Human Relations Council, I applied for it. I was very grateful, thankful to former Mayor Cantu who called me and said, if I'd like to be part of it. And I was more than happy. And of course, into the new year this year, Mayor Yates and the rest of the Township Committee, the Plainsboro Rec, Plainsboro Library has been fantastic with supporting us all at the Human Relations Council. Just to say its advocacy runs in our blood or so, because my husband is also part of the Plainsboro CERT program. So he just recently finished the CERT program. And he's very active in our community as well, a big fan of cricket. Our daughter, actually, who's also a junior, like Jalpa's son, that's in fact how we met first. She is a huge animal advocate. So she takes care of the animal bit, we take care of the human bit, so to speak. So really glad to be part of the Human Relations Council, and thanks, Lenny, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, ladies. So now that you know who is on our panel today, the first question is, what is the Human Relations Council? Like, what does it stand for? What is the mission of the Human Relations Council?
So the Human Relations Council was established in the township of Plainsboro by the Ordinance 9410. It was established in August, on the 10th of August in 1994. It's a 100% volunteer organization, and the mission is to basically celebrate the diversity of the township. We try to promote and bring together the diversity. We have such a beautiful ethnic diversity here, and we want everybody to come together. HRC's mission is to promote that.
So, selfish plug here for the Recreation Department, because that is my other hat. We are also proud of the diversity. So our slogan for the Recreation Department is Plainsboro Recreation and Community Services. Our pride is in our diversity, and it has a double meaning. So we're very proud of the diversity in our programming, where we have programs from birth till senior citizens, and also in the diversity of the community and the residents that we serve. So you could see how our paths are aligned here, the Recreation Community Services Department and the Human Relations Council, which gets me to our next point is the HRC, or Human Relations Council, is part and parcel of the Recreation Department. It is a volunteer group that is underneath the bigger umbrella, which is known as the Recreation and Community Services Department. So it has been a joy for me since ever that has happened to work with people. Obviously, both of you, when you told us about yourselves, how giving back to the community is such a big part of what you both stand for and greater the HRC mission. So that's kind of really cool that they ended up underneath our umbrella, and we're very proud of that. And so for that, I thank you. So, you are two members of the HRC. So what and who makes up the rest of the HRC?
So in total, we have about 9 members on our Human Relations Council for Plainsboro. We have our township liaison, Dr. Nuran Nabi. We have a Plainsboro Police Department representative. We have 7 other members, which are part of the public or residents or who work in Plainsboro. And we have 2 teen members. In addition to that, going back to what Lenny said, our work at the council is only possible in effect due to the support and the collaboration that we receive from the township, from Plainsboro Recreation, from the Plainsboro Library, and all of the other nonprofit organizations in our town. So we're really glad to be here.
Yeah, so that's quite a makeup, and as Avante said, it's made up of residents. But the really cool thing is the 2 youth, right, members, right. So you guys are teaching the youngsters how important it is to give back to the community that they live in. So I think that's the really cool part about it, is that those youth and they're active and their voices are heard at the meetings. So I think that's really, really neat how we brought that so that they can, talking about diversity, right? So some of the things that we like to promote with the diversity is that people understand and appreciate the other cultures, and because they're getting involved so young, they can bring that forward to the rest of the student body at both high schools. So that's really neat. We've talked a lot about what makes up the council and what you guys are all about. What do you normally do in a year? Like, what are some of the events that you take part in?
HRC, primarily the most important event for HRC has always been the MLK Volunteer Appreciation Event. This is the day when we appreciate volunteers across various streams, be it a teen, be it armed services, be it special services. We recognize all these people, we bring them together, and we usually make sure that not only them, the entire community is there to appreciate them. So that's one of our biggest events. We also do other various things during the year. We've done logo competitions, essay competitions to get the kids involved from the school. And last year, we also initiated a holiday decorating contest, which went really well. The residents really loved it. And we are planning to keep that one going, because it's such a beautiful thing to see, people making an effort to decorate their homes, making it beautiful, and wanting everybody else to come and see it. So that's something we'll definitely go ahead with.
So those are some of the events that you have done in the past, and they're very successful. What are you currently working on? I think one of the reasons why we're here today is talk about something that's new, brand new, that we're going to try to let the audience know about so that they can take part in it. So what are you currently working on?
So this will be, we really wanted to do obviously events that bring the whole community together. And what better way to promote community engagement than through fitness, wellness, and mindfulness. And so stemming from that thought process, we are organizing the township's inaugural International Yoga Day where we will have yoga sessions through the morning. It's on June 21st, starting at 7:30 a.m. We have people coming in from the various township recreation as well as the Plainsboro Library instructors. They will join us to hold these sessions. And we look forward to a good response. And you should receive information about how to register for this shortly through the Plainsboro Reporter and as well as the Plainsboro Rec Programs website where you can register. So we look forward to having all of you there and celebrate a morning of wellness, fitness, and meditation.
What else is the HRC engaged in as far as the community is concerned? So what other aspects of the community are you engaged in?
One more thing that we are planning to bring back to HRC is a program called Traditions. That's essentially bringing back all the different ethnicities together, bringing all the different cultures together, celebrating them through art, music, food. So that's one thing that we are definitely going to be the next big event after the yoga day. We're planning to do it sometime in the fall. We will definitely announce more details. So that's something that we do. And apart from that, what we do is we also work with the rec, the library. So we're going to be there at the Founders Day for rec, which is coming up this weekend. And we also are always with the rec for Haunted Tonight during Halloween. We do events with the library where we do their Diwali celebrations, Chinese New Year celebrations. And with the PD also, we try to do the National Night Out, the bike rodeos. So we usually try to be there at every community event to make sure that our presence is felt and we are trying to get people together.
Well, we appreciate that all the time and the effort that you guys spent for everything, but selfishly for with the recreation department. So we talked a lot about HRC, what they do in the community, their mission. I'm sure there's some residents out there now that might want to get involved in something like this, that want to give back and didn't even know that this was there. So how can residents join HRC?
So there's a volunteer registration form on the township website. You can go there, fill out the information. We just recently had 3 new members that were appointed to the council. And I must tell you that working or just brainstorming with all of these members on the council has been such a wonderful experience. We welcome any resident, any teen, any child, anybody who wants to give back to the community to please consider signing up. Even if we don't have any positions open right now, we would welcome everybody to come in as a volunteer capacity, help out with the events we are doing, bring new ideas to the forefront for us. And so just keep the mission statement that we have is, celebrate our diversity and encourage as many people as to engage with the community and give back.
How can people get in touch with you guys? Like, do you have an email address?
Yeah, so our email address is plainsborohrc08536. So it's pretty simple. It's our zip code @gmail.com.
So people can email you if they want more information.
Yes.
And as far as events, you could always go to the recreation department, go to the township web site, go to the recreation page, and then we always are posting everything that HRC does, as well as check out our Instagram, our Plainsboro Recreation Department Instagram, and our Facebook page where there'll be posts about all of our events and also obviously the HRC events. So before we sign off, sum up, both of you, in your own words, why is HRC important to the Township of Plainsboro?
So I think the main role of HRC is bringing together the diverse ethnicity that we have here. Like I said in the beginning, that's the purpose. So that is why I think HRC is important, because unless we make efforts to bring people together, we'll not be able to celebrate each other. We'll not be able to make sure that it's an inclusive and welcoming community. So that's why HRC is important in bringing together everybody. I mean, that's my take on it. Avanti, what do you think?
Pretty much the same. But I think we all have such a busy life, right? We have our families, our kids, our own work and jobs, and somehow the whole idea of getting together, engaging with a community outside of your own community kind of gets lost somewhere. And I feel that that's where I think the Human Relations Council, by the programming we introduce or the events that we support and collaborate with, the town or the rec department or the library, that kind of allows the community to come together as a whole, not just one ethnic community coming together. Like she said, how we do Diwali or we do Haunted tonight. That's, even though it may be a particular cultural sensitive event, but we want to make sure that everybody gets to partake in it, everybody gets to experience it, learn from it. And I guess that's how the cultural exchange and, bringing together of people is encouraged. And that's what I look forward to the most.
So it's been a pleasure interviewing both of you and getting your story out, but as well as the HRC Human Relations Council, getting your story and the give back to the community. And again, International Day of Yoga is a new initiative that the HRC has undertaken. We'll have a picture and the flyer on our website. So you could go for more information. But one last time, tell them where it's going to be, because I think that's kind of cool, and the date and the time for everybody.
So it's going to be on the 21st of June. It's going to be in the very scenic Plainsboro Preserve. And the timings are going to be morning 7:30 to 11:30. And all the information is going to be coming up in the Recreation Department's programs. So you can all sign up, register there, and we are really looking forward to having all of you there.
Thank you, ladies. So it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know both of you. I was at their last meeting, and the give and take between the different members was very gratifying to see that brainstorming going on. And you have our help no matter when you need it. It's easy to help people that want to give back to the community, right? So it's easy for us as the recreation department. That's our job. That's our mission, right? That's what we're charged to do, is engage the community. So it's really easy to do that when you have people like yourself and the other members of the HRC. So I thank you so much for that. And I thank you for being on Ion Plainsboro. This is Lenny Soloro signing off. Until next time, Plainsboro.